Oxytocin and tocolytics drugs acting on uterus. Classification: uterine stimulants, otherwise called oxytocics. Posterior pituitary hormone: oxytocin, desamino-oxytocin. Ergotalcolides: ergometrin, ergonovin, methylergometrin. Prostaglandins: PGE2, dinoprostone, 15-methyl PGF2 alpha, carboprost, and misoprostol. Miscellaneous: ethacridine, quinidine. Uterine stimulants: oxytocics, abortifacients or ecbolics. These drugs increase the uterine motility, especially at term. Classification already described. Drugs acting on uterus can primarily affect the endometrium or the myometrium. The most important drugs affecting endometrium are estrogens, progestins, and their antagonists. Myometrium receives both sympathetic and parasympathetic innervation. Autonomic drugs can affect its motility. However, directly acting drugs are more important and have more selective action. The responsiveness of myometrium to drugs is markedly affected by hormonal and gestational status. Oxytocin is a nonapeptide secreted by the posterior pituitary along with vasopressin, ADH. Both oxytocin and ADH are synthesized within the nerve cells bodies in supraoptic and paraventricular nuclei of hypothalamus. They are transported down the axon and stored in the nerve endings within the neurophysis. They are stored in separate neurons as complexes with their specific binding proteins, neurophilins, to form granules. Both are released by stimuli appropriate for oxytocin, that is coitus, parturition, suckling, or for ADH, that is hypertonic saline infusion, water deprivation, hemorrhage, etc., or non-specific, that is pain and apprehension. However, the proportion of oxytocin to ADH can vary depending upon the nature of the stimulus. Pharmacological actions of oxytocin. Uterus. Oxytocin increases the force and frequency of uterine contractions. With low doses, full relaxation occurs in between contractions. Basal tone increases only with high doses. Increased contractility is due to heightened electrical activity of myometrial cell membrane. Burst discharges are initiated and accentuated. Estrogen sensitizes the uterus to oxytocin. Increased oxytocin receptors. Non-pregnant uterus and that during early pregnancy is rather resistant to oxytocin. Sensitivity increases progressively in the third trimester. There is a sharp increase near term and quick fall during puerperium. Progestins decreases the sensitivity, but this effect is not marked in vivo. At term, the increased contractility is restricted to the fundus and body. Lower segment is not contracted, may even be relaxed. Mechanism of action: there is specific G protein coupled oxytocin receptors which mediate the response mainly by depolarization of muscle fibers and influx of calcium ions, as well as through phosphoinositide hydrolysis and IP3 mediated intercellular release of calcium ions. The number of oxytocin receptors increases markedly during later part of pregnancy. Oxytocin increases the PG synthesis and release by endometrium, which may contribute to the contractile response. Breast. Oxytocin contracts the myopithelium of mammary alveoli and forces milk into bigger milk sinusoids. Milk ejection reflex, milk let down in cattle, is initiated by suckling so that it may be easily sucked by the infant. CVS. Conventional doses used in obstetrics have no effect on BP, but higher doses cause vasodilatation, producing big fall in BP, reflex tachycardia, and flushing. This action is most marked in chicken and is used for bioassay of oxytocin. The umbilical vessels are markedly constricted. Oxytocin may help in their closure at birth. Kidney. Oxytocin in high doses exerts antidiuretic hormone-like action. Urine output is decreased. Pulmonary edema can occur if large amounts of IVV fluids and oxytocin are infused together. Conventional doses are without any effect. Physiological role. Labor. Oxytocin is released during labor and the uterus is highly sensitive to it at this time. However, it does not appear to be obligatory for initiating parturition. Delivery occurs even in hypophysiectomized animals and in humans. The labor may be prolonged in its absence. The facilitatory role is more plausible. Prostaglandins and platelet activating factor are complementary to oxytocin. Milk ejection reflex. Suckling reflexly induces the oxytocin release from pituitary and it contracts the myoepithelial cells. These cells in breast are more sensitive than myometrium to oxytocin. Milk ejection reflex is absent in hypophysiectomized animals. Neurotransmission. Oxytocin appears to function as a peptide neurotransmitter for oxytocinergic neurons in the hypothalamus and brainstem, which serves to regulate autonomic outflow. Pharmacokinetics. Being a peptide, oxytocin is inactive orally and is generally administered by IM or IV routes, rarely by intranasal spray. It is rapidly degraded in liver and kidney plasma T-half 6 to 12 minutes and is still shortened at term. Pregnant uterus and placenta elaborate a specific aminopeptidase called oxytocinase, which can be detected in maternal plasma. Ejection reflex is absent in hypophysiectomized animal. Number 1. Induction of labor. Labor needs to be induced in case of post-maturity or prematurely in toxemia of pregnancy. Toxemia of pregnancy is characterized by hypertension, edema, proteinuria. Diabetic mother, erythroblastosis, ruptured membranes or placental insufficiency. For this purpose, oxytocin is given by slow IV infusion before starting infusion. Confirm that presentation is correct. There is no cephalopelvic disproportion, no placenta previa, no fetal distress, no uterine scar due to previous surgery. Fetal lungs are adequately mature. Uterine contractions are then closely monitored. The drug is discontinued when they are strong enough. Usually a total of 2 to 4 IU is needed. Uterine inertia. When uterine contractions are feeble and labor is not progressing satisfactorily, oxytocin can be infused IV to augment inner contractions. It should not be used to hasten normally progressing labor. Before deciding to use an oxytocin for strengthening uterine contractions, all the conditions as set out above for induction of labor must be fulfilled. Too strong contractions can be catastrophic. Use should only be made in selected cases and by experienced people. Oxytocin is the drug of choice and is preferred over augmentin prostaglandins for the above two purposes. This is often asked as short notes in reasoning. Because of its short T-half and slow IV infusion, intensity of action can be controlled and action can be quickly terminated. Low concentrations allow normal relaxation in between contractions. Fetal oxygenation does not suffer. Lower segment is not contracted. Fetal descent is not compromised. Uterine contractions are consistently augmented. Postpartum hemorrhage cesarean section. Oxytocin 5 IU may be injected IM or by IV infusion for an immediate response, especially in hypertensive women in whom argometrin is contraindicated. It acts by forcefully contracting the uterine muscles which presses the blood vessels passing through its meshwork to arrest hemorrhage from the inner surface exposed by placental separation. Breast engorgement. It may occur due to inefficient milk ejection reflex. Oxytocin is effective only in such cases and intranasal spray may be given few minutes before suckling. It is not in cases milk production.